Welcome to UK theme parks and welcome to Thorpe Park Resort. We're actually in the park today and we've come just after the announcement for Fright Nights. So Fright Nights is coming to the park. It is the 20th anniversary of the event and we're expecting big things. The park announced a couple of days ago the lineup, or most of the lineup. They have since announced as well today the potential third maze experience. So what we want to do is we're going to take you through it. We thought we'd take you through it on location rather than just sitting at home, and then we'll show you some of what we can see whilst we walk around the park. And there is a lot to take in as well. Now then, there are going to be scare zones, there are going to be more live shows than they've ever had, and there are going to be free, at least at the moment, free confirmed returning mazes, or mazes I say. Two of them returning and one of them looks very, very new. Now, we're not overly sure where all of these are going to go. We're not overly sure what they all mean at the moment, as it is quite early on, but we will definitely be keeping our ears to the ground as it goes on. So first, let's look at the scare zones. Most of these we can pinpoint exactly where they are. The first one returning is Swarm Invasion. This came last year, obviously, when the park were not having as many scare mazes because of social distancing. And the Swarm Invasion consisted, wait for Inferno, consisted of kind of actors in the old LC12 style. For those that saw LC12, the publicity and everything behind it, it's a kind of a military outfit that came with, you know, public speakers about alien abduction and things down in the Swarm area. They didn't really interact with people, that kind of wasn't their task. There was someone doing a speech, and then you had a lot of guards around as well, kind of getting in your face as you entered the area. That will be returning for this year. Now, in addition as well, Freak Unchained will be returning this year. Now, the Massacre didn't return last year. The maze wasn't open at all. It was a brand new maze 2 years ago, and it was really well received by the park. That won't be returning. That didn't return last year, but will be returning this year. But also the Unchained, which was kind of out the front, will be returning. Now, it's a scare zone in the Old Town area, down by the Rocky Express where the old Loggers Leap was, and you kind of walk through and you have the freaks effectively come at you. So these will be ones with sort of weapons, with chainsaws, and it was probably the most interactive walkthrough experience which the park held last year. So really well received, and the fact the maze will be open this year as well will be a massive benefit on top. In addition, the Crows will also be returning. I think they're going to have more of a presence this year. They were really popular last year. They had kind of stakes to stand on right by Tidal Wave. They'll be back there, but apparently they will also be roaming the park. Amity High as well will also be back. The school groups with their rivalry will be back up by Stealth. That's where the show was last year. You can look back on our channel, you will have seen the show which the park put on, and it was really popular and a great live show. So yeah, we've got a few live sort of scare experiences going on, but also they have some roaming characters and some live shows as well. So one interesting one is we have the Birthday Bash. And it looks really weird. I'm just reading the details as we go through. So you're invited to Hattie and Hugo's Birthday Bash, a pair of twins, but don't be fooled by them. The glitter is not gold. Mummy's spoiled little angels are dangerous. They're dangerous and have a devilish side. That seems really promising. No indication at the moment as to where that will be, or whether it will be kind of roaming the park or just somewhere in particular. We're not sure. So one of the other new shows is Legacy, and it's one I'm quite interested in. The logo itself is using letters from old mazes from the park, from like 7 to the just the standard Fright Nights one from over the years. And it's going to be a fire and light effects show that you kind of go through, and it will have terrifying tracks taking you back 20 years of Fright Nights. I'm really looking forward to this, and I don't know where it's going to be. This is one of the ones we don't know the locations for. We don't really know what it's about. Yeah, really looking forward to that. Crows feature here again as well, about more roaming the park. As we said, they were kind of stationed mainly down by Tidal Wave, but it does look like they'll be roaming the park a little bit more for 2021 for the anniversary. So again, where they will roam, who knows? Whether or not they'll have more stages set up, we don't know at the moment. So yeah, lots of live shows, lots of character acting as well. There's quite a lot already. Now then, we also have our 3 mazes, 2 of them returning and 1 brand new, and we know exactly where these are. So obviously Creek Freak opened originally in 2019, didn't open last year because of everything that was going on. That will reopen this year. That was a fantastic detailed maze in the old Loggers Leap station, using a little bit of the queue line as well. And with the Unchained going on outside, that area is going to be an absolute buzz. It will be incredible down there. Can't wait for the massacre again. Can't wait for Creek Freak Massacre. It is going to be incredible. Now then, on top of that, we have Platform 15 returning again, end of the line. We have heard that this is the last year for Platform 15. I have to say I'm a bit surprised it lasted this long, to be honest. The last couple of years has been very plain and ordinary, and I certainly didn't think that it would make the 20th anniversary, but it had a new route last year, kind of reversed with a new ending again. That looks like it's set to stay this year. I wouldn't expect much changes inside of there. Now then, one that's just been announced is trailers, and this one is replacing the Jungle Escape. Now, we did think that maybe the freezer would come back in one way or another, and it may well come back as part of the trailers. So, immerse yourself in a dimension of nostalgia as you take your seat in a gruesome, spine-chilling collection of horror classics. But will it make the trailers? Or will it make it past the trailers? Witness the power of film come to life in this Halloween Super Spark Cinema, a picture house with a shocking reputation. From demonic monsters to killer clowns, no fear will go unmissed as you find yourself struck inside the never-ending loop of terror with no escape. Now, it is worth noting that none of the Fright Night mazes are included in your ticket. They are all separate this year. It looks like a combined maze is £27 for all three, £24 if you're an annual pass holder. And trailers look set to bring back all of the previous mazes in one form or another as kind of a walkthrough horror movie. So when I initially saw it, I thought, well, that must be the cinema, but no, this is an actual maze. We can expect to see things from Seven inside of there, a really popular maze at the park, which used to sit with Darren Brown's Ghost Train was in the arena, and also from the Clown Maze as well, which was hugely popular at park, and I really wish they brought that back for the 20th anniversary, but they haven't. Fright Nights is going to be massive. It's going to be the biggest one the park have put on, with shows and walkthroughs and mazes, and we can't wait. So what we're going to do now, as I said, we wanted to come on location to kind of, you know, do it at Thorpe Park, to be honest, to give you the news at Thorpe Park. We're just going to see if we can see any changes or anything. We know there's a lot of work going on inside the building for trailers. We have had a quick walk past. We can't really see anything, to be honest with you. And again, down by Platform 15, there wasn't a lot there. Now, Creek Freak Massacre, we have seen show people come out of there, so we know work is going on inside of there, but as we said, wouldn't expect it to be that changed. Just while we're here, the stage has been built. Part of Vibes did get extended for the August month. It is right at the end of August now, but it got extended for the August month. The mural at the back is complete, and really it's set now for Oktoberfest, which is the next big event and next time we will be at the park. I will just say that mural looks even worse in person than what it did on the picture. I can't sugarcoat that one for you. So yeah, the shop has opened, and it does seem to be advertising quite a lot of stuff, including, as you can see, footage there. You've got the old video cases up there. We'll put a still of that in, and then indeed some TV screens as well. So Super Spark shop advertising the Super Spark Cinema. And you've got little TV screens inside. It is going to flicker, unfortunately, because these are old CRTs with modern cameras, which makes it very, very difficult to get any kind of footage of them. But the whole shop is sort of advertising Fright Nights, and you can kind of hear it above as well. So the shop hasn't been open. You can see they've re-stickered everything. So this will be the site of trailers, the new maze for this year. And as you can see there over the fence, there is absolutely no change whatsoever. So everything is going on inside. We've seen bits sort of been moved in and out over the last couple of weeks. And this is the old Jungle Escape building. The signage is even still here. I can see the signage for the Jungle Escape. But this will be where trailers is. It'll be really interesting to see how they theme the outside, because I don't really think they've had a particularly good jungle maze. Now it is interesting as well, because with the crows, it did say with the crows that they you will be stepping through a cornfield, lot of rubbish taken out. Look, you can see there all the old jungle stuff, all the old jungle props. It's obviously not going to be used again, as it's all gone in waste sacks just there. Interesting. So yeah, they have said, because just looking down the back there, obviously along the walkway was where Blair Witch has been in the past, and it does say that you will be walking through cornfields to potentially experience some of these things. Now, we're not really sure where that would be, but it kind of looks like that area will remain unused for 2021, which is odd, because, you know, if they could squeeze another maze in, potentially charge for it, you know, it is a bit strange that they're not doing that. Or whether or not they will use part of that as a walkthrough attraction, you know, a continuous walkthrough attraction rather than a maze, wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest. Now then, down in the family area, you can see the Creekwood Sawmill there, which is home to Creek Freak Massacre. As we said, we have seen people in and out of here today when we came round. And then this used to be the entrance to platform 15, but is no longer the entrance to platform 15. That was around the other side, with the exit being a little bit further down. So yeah, here we have it, Fright Nights 2021. This will be a lovely walkthrough for Creek Freak Unchained, and of course you'll have the Massacre, the maze over in the corner, which will be incredible. It's going to be incredible. It's incredible for it and be incredible next time. Now with the crows, or certainly the crows, which is going to be the scare zone, it's saying it's going to be a meadow, so you are going to be walking through, its words are, darkened fields of corn. So it would imply that you are going to be walking through grass type areas of corn, or are they just going to put corn up? It's very difficult to tell whether what they're going to do. As I said, the crows were based as roaming characters down by Amity Cove, by tidal waves, the drop for tidal wave, and they were really popular there, and they caught a lot of people out. They stayed really still, and they used to sort of charge at you. We did see them walking around the park once or twice, but not that often, so they're implying they're going to walk around the park and have a scare zone for this year. So it'll be really interesting to see how the park pull it off, or indeed where the park pull it off. That area looks at the moment like it's going to be completely unused, but it would make a really good walkthrough attraction for something like this if the park are planning it. Maybe it will be simple, which is why they're not going to charge for it, and indeed if you can just walk through, as long as you kind of keep moving, it is quite confined on space, it might work really, really well. But yeah, there's not a lot to see, to be honest, at the moment. We've got the announcement. We wanted to come to Thorpe Park basically to give you the announcement rather than just doing it at home. We thought we'll come out on location to the park as it's announced and let you know what details. We're really excited. We are really excited. We'll be following the construction over the next month. We'll obviously be back for Oktoberfest as well. That was a cracking event last year. We really, really enjoyed it. Park Vibes is wrapping up now at Thorpe Park, and then we'll move on to Oktoberfest before we have Fright Nights. We expect Fright Nights to really pick up the pace in terms of you know, construction. We will finally show you down by platform 15 to show that nothing's happening there. We do know stuff is happening here, and although stuff is happening inside the old Jungle Escape building for trailers, nothing on the outside quite yet. Let's show you down by platform 15. So as we can see, we set about the maze testing. You can see the strobe lights on the inside there going off, and there is smoke coming out as well, and you can see smoke coming out of there. So yeah, it is all systems go down at the Creek Freak Massacre. Now around the side here you can see the amount of smoke that is coming out of Creek Freak Massacre. It is definitely in full testing mode today. A good month away really before Fright Night starts. But it's really exciting to see. It's got me really, really excited already. I love it. I absolutely love it. That was a brilliant maze. Now, as you can see here, platform 15, the tunnel which would usually start here, that is nowhere in sight yet. That is still home to this cherry picker. And that cherry picker is probably because of Samurai, which has been put back together. Actually, has been taken away. Apparently had a new gearbox and has been put back together. I think it's been all right for the latter part of the summer. There we have it. We had a little bit to show you there from Creek Freak Massacre behind us. Nothing on platform 15 yet, and nothing visible on trailers, the new maze. Thank you for joining us here at Thorpe Park Resort. Let us know as well if you are coming to Fright Nights for 2021. We will be keeping an eye on this over the next sort of few weeks when we come back as well. And one thing I will say is it is great that the park are using all original mazes. All original mazes. I'm not entirely sure that trailers is going to feature anything from Walking Dead, Blair Witch, My Bloody Valentine. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I think that they're going to stick original, and I'd expect still to see something from the freezer. But from Thorpe Park, from Park Vibes technically, Park Vibes is over. We're looking forward to Oktoberfest, but mainly we're looking forward to Fright Nights. Thanks for joining us, we'll see you next time.